law starts now.
You cannot do that.
Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again.
Happening right now in the Bronx.
That is unbelievably embarrassing.
BBC News.
We found Sergi.
What happened? You want to ask me why I'm taking video? Yeah. Because I can't, because this is America.
The killing of Christians is not going to happen.
Instructor Trump-proof our city.
It was reported by the BBC. Like, wait, what? Did the BBC decide to do, like, factual stories now? What's going on?
The conventional wisdom would tell you that I am far from the perfect candidate. I am Muslim.
Again, I'm an Orthodox Muslim. What we couldn't do in the last, say, 20 years, now the West is doing it for us for free.
In the grand scheme of things, Muslims are only about 1% of the population here in the U.S. We're here as guests, guys.
Are standing side by side now with an Islamist.
We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world.
We want to show them we are not scared of anything, she says, and will support our state until they are destroyed.
To be someone sophisticated, someone intelligent.
She hasn't endorsed all your funding plans yet.
No.
Somehow, he says he owns this mini-mart.
Where they can live off of the host country, where their goal is to eventually eradicate the host culture and supplant it with Islam.
Now, something very serious has happened in New York City.
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zahran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts today, baby.
Now, many of you may think this is a joke, but this is really what these people want. They want Sharia, the Islamic law, to be implemented in the entire world. Cardinal Robert Sarah stated the following: as a bishop, it is my duty to warn the West. The barbarians are already in the city. People have been blowing the whistle for a very long time, but until recently, hardly anybody was taking this seriously. We've already seen pretty much the destruction of Europe. But now it's pretty much impossible for America to ignore what is taking place, because they now have a Muslim mayor of New York. But these people are literally the biggest deceivers in the entire world, and this video is damning evidence of that. Here you see the mayor of New York, the Muslim mayor of New York. And do you know how he got into power? He basically told the New Yorkers, the people in New York, should I say, because many of these people I don't even believe are New Yorkers who voted. But anyway, that's another topic. He told the people of New York that he was going to make things free, that they was going to be able to save money, that they were going to get free transport. Well, now that he has been elected, he's already backtracked. Take a look at this.
Good morning, New York City, and thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government, and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and a hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day, and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again.
Yeah, he wants your money, New Yorkers. People who he said he was gonna save your money, now he wants your money again. And you know why? Because these people lie to get into positions of power. That is the smile of a serpent that you are looking at right there. It is the grin of a wolf in sheep's clothing.
This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation.
So yeah, he hopes you'll make a donation so that he can turn New York into London. He can turn New York into an Islamified location. And look, New Yorkers, this is what is happening in your city. The same thing that Americans were saying would never happen in America, that's just happening in Europe because Europe don't have guns or don't have defense or whatever excuses Americans were making. We warned you. And now take a look at your streets.
I can't, because this is America.
But you cannot take us.
Who? Who said?
Me.
What gives you special privilege?
You cannot take us, please.
Who said that?
You cannot do that.
Don't talk about happening right now in the Bronx.
He wasn't joking.
Yep, I am.
And we wasn't exaggerating.
What happened? You want to ask me why I'm taking video? Yeah. Because I can't, because this is America. That's
I'm not
why.
saying don't take it.
Okay,
why.
okay. I can't, because this is America.
But you cannot take us.
Who? Who said?
Me.
What gives you special privilege?
You cannot take us, please.
Who said that to
You
you?
cannot do that.
Don't touch my phone. No, don't do that. Can you go? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. This is fucking America.
It's time people wake up before it's too late. I'm telling you, the only way to make the world a safer place is to ban these types of practices. These types of practices are to show a sign of dominance. And that is exactly what even Muslims have admitted recently. There have been Muslims calling out other Muslims, Muslims who don't really believe in their religion is pretty obvious, saying to other Muslims, stop doing this, we know what you're doing, you're trying to take over.
He's saying something that isn't to my benefit because I'm Muslim. This is, no, I'm Muslim.
Unlike you, I have the ability to critically think. And a part of critical thinking is being able to say things even if it doesn't benefit your position, if it's for the betterment of everybody else. I grew up Muslim. This country was now founded by Muslims. Just because someone is from the Middle East doesn't mean that they're necessarily Muslim. Lots of Christians out there, if someone isn't able to assess reality and say the things that need to be said, despite the fact that it might not necessarily benefit them, they are low IQ. They're low IQ. If you want to be in a Muslim country, you want to be devout, etc., go to the UAE. Go to Qatar. Go to Saudi Arabia. Go to Kuwait. Not fair for you to cram Islam down people's throat. In the grand scheme of things, Muslims are only about 1% of the population here in the U.S. We're here as guests, guys. We're here as guests. Now, you guys don't like hearing that, but that's how I know that you're 50 IQ.
Does it benefit Islam?
Bro, there's like 55 Muslim countries. Move to one of them. You're an American citizen. Your passport's good everywhere. And if that offends you, bro, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You're sensitive and you're soft, and you just don't adhere to reality.
New York voted in.
Geico hates when you do this, but they can't stop you.
In this man, a man who says violence is an artificial construct.
Violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is violence of the highest degree.
And you'll notice that is what these insane lefties try to do. They try to redefine terms to cause confusion so that they can then implement laws in the ways that they want to. And it's a very, very manipulative strategy that a lot of these wolves in sheep's clothing, I'll call them, like to do. You know, many politicians understand that it doesn't actually matter what the law is to a certain regard, it matters how you implement the law. And when you understand this as a leader, as a king, as a ruler, as a governor, whatever position of power you have, if you can implement laws in a way that are serving your goals, then it doesn't even matter if somebody has rights on the other side, because you simply ignore it. And that is what these people are doing here. They're trying to redefine violence so that they can then come against people that they don't want to be in the positions that they're in. And it's pretty simple. Now back to this sadly quite ignorant woman here, and I want to explain something and show you the mind of these people very quickly before we move on to the even deeper subject matter.
Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts today.
Now the thing that is so disgusting about these people, sadly, is that they are ignorant. And they are so ignorant that they've allowed their hate for the right, for conservative values, for Christianity, to blind them to the death trap that they are literally walking into. And what I mean by that is, this lady here is calling for Sharia in New York. Sharia law, Islamic law in New York. Yet she has her hair out. Yet she is in a bar. Does she not understand that under Sharia, Islamic law, she would have to cover from head to toe? Does she not realize that she would not be able to go out and have a glass of wine in a bar? Does she not understand that she would have hardly any rights as a woman under Sharia? And this is the thing with the left. They claim to be progressive while standing side by side with the most oppressive ideology in the world today, Islam. And that's just a fact. It's very sad that people don't realize this, and it's very sad that people who have been speaking the truth have been labeled bigots and hateful for simply pointing out facts. But all you need to do is take a look at places in the world where Islam is actually being practiced properly, where Sharia, Islamic law, is actually being implemented. These people would have no rights. These people would most likely be locked up, or worse, sadly for them.
God, there is just something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight. Oh, I literally just got goosebumps thinking about it. Like, they are in such a bad mood, probably, about the fact that Zoran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow.
You see what I mean by blinded by hate? These people hate their own parents. They hate conservative values. They hate truth. And, you know, as Christians, we're told to be loving towards our parents, to honor our parents, you know, not to hate them, not to rejoice in their suffering. She is literally rejoicing because her own parents are suffering. It's just more evidence that these people vote left out of some form of rebellion, not realizing what they're actually voting for, something that would completely destroy their very way of life. Do these people not realize what would happen if they was to post this video with her hair uncovered to social media under an Islamic state? It's unreal.
I'm sorry, it just makes me feel good that my MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead, it ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
So yeah, honestly, these are the most dangerous people in America, because right now, these are the people who are being used by extremists to pretty much take power over the country. They are looking at these people as weak, as pathetic, and saying, oh, these people can be used. These people can be deceived. These people can be manipulated. Let's do that to them. That's what they think. That's what Islamization does. It finds the weakest parts of society, it infiltrates it, and then starts it and using it for its advantage. And these people, sadly, are the victims of that. It's pretty sick, you know, because the people who step up and say we're going to defend these people are actually hated by these people, not realizing that the people speaking out against Islamization and warning about these people for their own good are doing it to help them. But they don't see it that way, sadly. But times are changing and hopefully they wake up. I don't hate these people. I feel sorry for them. They're completely delusional. And quick reminder, right? I'm not going to put